inflection and everything because for the sake of the podcast, to make it sound like lifelike and shit.
Fool everyone.
We're alive. They're like alive and stuff. Up in here with their living podcasting.
Okay, Christopher.
Is that your
You can pick. You can feel.
Christopher Walken.
No, is it?
That's what it sounded like to me.
See, then
It's Katharine Hepburn. Plus John C. Reilly.
It's a Rorschach test for sound-alikes. Yeah. Whoever it sounds like to you is the correct answer. That sounds like a bird.
So, welcome to the Play Better podcast, Ratbaggers, Season 1, Episode 7, right? Yep.
Indeed.
Okay, one of these days I will have the confidence to say that, and just say it. But I didn't today. Season 1, Episode 7. I'm Cameron McNary. I'm playing Realquist. There may be snow on the roof, but the roof is like really low to the ground because he's short.
What?
You never heard that expression?
You went,
There may be snow on the roof, but there's fire in the furnace.
What is this phrase?
It means I'm old and have gray hair, but I am DTF.
I knew the phrase.
I did not. I'm going to move Gail's table tent away from Realquist's table tent.
I didn't say he had a fire in the furnace. I just said he's short.
Cameron, I laughed. I really enjoyed it. I'm not even being facetious.
This is why I hang out with you.
I'm a little sad that I am now of an advanced age and I still don't have gray hair. I just want one.
Okay.
I want one to feel distinguished.
I don't give a fuck how you feel about things. Who are you?
Wow.
She just slammed
tell me who I am. Tell me
That's
who
Molly.
I am.
She's Gail. Whatever. Liz.
That's about right, actually.
Hi. I'm Liz Brink. I'm about to put a photo on Twitter.com so that everybody there can see that my highlighter is popping.
How's Missy's highlighter?
Probably not popping.
She highlights her eye socket.
Her single eye socket. I don't think that they have Rihanna or Fenty highlighter. And
they might. What's the Greyhawk equivalent, Ryan?
What's the
Consult
Greyhawk
the source
equivalent of Rihanna?
Fuck it.
Narissa, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm playing Mizzy Stoneacre. She's a dwarven cleric. She's learning about herself and her god.
And
See, Molly? See? Okay, go on.
I'm Narissa Hart. I am playing Jovi, half-elf ranger, who just absolutely loves her best friend dog. And I can't think of a clever intro right now, and I apologize, but I'll keep.
You guys got to know. I'm going to do this to you every time.
I'll make sure to write a list of them and have them prepared for you next time, Cameron McNary.
Because then they'll be a little stiff. You don't want to overplan it.
Hey, Cameron.
Oh God!
I
just got the stare of director hate like you would not believe.
I just
do you want to tell me how to improv? Please enlighten me.
I just really would love it if you could stress tell all of us.
Could you stress the first syllable of? Anyway, what?
Could you just tell all of us?
Bronze Dragon is just going to look at you and judge.
Yep, I'm okay with this.
I have been told that leadership is about creating a vision and then enrolling people in that vision, but I believe it's about telling people exactly what to do.
It's like those directors where their only note is show more emotion. Any actor in the audience fucking knows what I'm talking about. Anyone. It's the most annoying thing.
But the thing about
what does that mean?
Depending on the director and depending on the moment, depending on the play, that can be a brilliant direction and you can get it.
Yes, but 99.9% of the time, if someone's just like giving you a line read and then telling you, show more color. God, just like...
I just walk out with a swatch. Blue. It's more color.
Okay, and who's our DM? Oh, hey, Ryan.
Hey. I'm Ryan Skeen. I'm the dungeon master. And
the dungeon master.
And I get the largest side of the table. Actually,
no.
I get all of this space to myself.
That makes more sense.
I don't have to share.
What a tagline.
Yeah. Every time you sit down, the DM always gets the end of the table.
I mean...
If you don't, then that's just like it's like the DM's like sitting down. It's like your actors are down in the seats with everybody else, like just sitting, but it's not part of the performance. They're just there's no stage. Yeah, it's like, hey guys, I'm here. I'm with you.
Whenever I would teach communications and talk about like seating at a table in a boardroom and stuff, and about how like this side, the middle side is the seat of power. The head of the table is the seat of like old power that's past its prime, and where the dungeon master sits. And nobody ever got it. Nobody ever got it.
I appreciate that joke though. Okay, so I think that last episode we left it on a cliffhanger. Can we please dive in? I am so excited.
Nope.
The house was
guys.
was vibrating.
The house.
I mean, I don't want to interrupt Wadney's personal time. She's collected a lot of artifacts.
Wadney's house cracks with the sound of thunderous doom.
Ooh.
As
can you recreate that sound for us?
I mean, that happens
so-
every time
so
Neil
like-
takes her
Do
pants
some
off.
Foley
Somebody
work,
is
Ryan.
actually playing Doom, and they just have it turned way up.
It's just wait a minute. It's E1M1. No, it's not that. You don't.
But that's what we play in our heads
Yeah,
now.
It's
No,
that, but
wow.
arranged by Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
I roll an 11.
You did well.
Great, thank you.
And so
What?
Getting us back on track.
Great.
I'm sorry, our target number for getting us on track is like 29.
Good news. I've got a plus 18 bonus.
a 29 hits it. Yeah. Yeah. The house shakes all around you. The sky closes in with deafening cloud cover. The clouds themselves are generating noise down onto the house.
You mean like thunder?
No, it's
Thunderous
more.
doom.
Thunderbolts and lightning.
Very, very frightening.
We got
No. Back on track.
As if
19. Nice.
as if there are boulders attempting to rain down out of the sky on the house, or like a giant stone fist is crushing its way through the atmosphere.
Again,
towards
I'm
the
not
house.
going to judge Wadney's personal. If one of her objects d'art is a giant stone fist, Gail's not going to judge.
Well, while there's the no judgment zone going on,
I mean, she's laughing, but she's not judging.
with Wadney's crackling doom.
I saw Wadney's crackling doom for Baltimore Bitch Face in '78.
How
are they?
Really rocked the earth.
Yes.
I saw them too. I really want them.
I'm also for you people in the audience, when I came on and did the episode of One Ring or the 2 episodes of One Ring, and I didn't understand the in jokes and I was trying to catch up with everything, and I got introduced to the Baltimore bitch face jokes. Off camera, I told Cameron and Ryan and Molly this, that I am really awful at making punny jokes. So I went, there's going to be a day where I, on my own, come up with a Baltimore bitch face joke. And the fact that I have now come up with 2 in the course of the Ratbaggers series, and we're only 7 episodes in, I am very fucking proud. Even if they're not great jokes, I am proud of myself.
You're doing it.
We should have
doing it.
somehow arranged a balloon drop for these moments.
We'd have to have a
I
lot
work
of
for an
balloons.
organization now.
No, I mean,
Probably orchestrate
but
that.
just the first time a new guest makes a Baltimore bitch face joke successfully.
I don't think I ever have.
That's okay.
Don't push it.
I know.
Let
There
it
can
come.
still be
I know.
balloons
I
for
just
you.
want to let it happen.
Yeah. Well,
When it happens.
speaking
the
of letting
earth
it
is
happen,
rocking.
Speaking of letting it happen, what's up, Wadney? Let it happen.
Also, deep, thunderous chanting comes from the basement in a language that I don't think anyone other than Mizzy speaks.
Hell yeah.
What is it?
It is infernal.
No, I only speak
No.
Common and Dwarvish.
Oh, we can talk.
We can. I only know how to swear, but it's
Common,
really all you
Elvish,
need.
Sylvan, and Draconic. So
Nope.
that's a no for me.
Common and halfling.
No. So, for the rest of you, it's all just, metal albums played backwards slowly.
Oh, Gail's into it.
But for Mizzy, she is chanting out to what sounds like denizens of the deep, as she calls it. And she says, denizens of the deep, bring me the location of the soul of the last Reese, living or dead. Show it to me, deliver them to me, so that I may seek my prize. At which point the house shakes again, and she is answered in Infernal by a bubbling, grotesque, deep voice that seems to wrap the entire house
She's
in
got a demon
its
house, guys.
in its words.
Turn left at Albuquerque.
And with its sickening, popping, throaty voice, says, "You will find it in the dungeons of Realmort,
Yes, going to Realmort.
where the Reese family last." Oh, fuck, I forgot the word.
What's the word? What's the word, Ryan? You did so
Thunderbird.
good.
Where the Reese family killed the last innocent of their line.
I thought you were going to say, like, made honey.
Nope. You will find the wandering soul that hunts the streets of Realmort. And pops and gurgles and the voice almost melts, a sloughing melt back into the ether as it leaves.
Gross.
And
Oh my god, I love the character voice so much.
It was extremely good.
thank
It was
you.
so good.
And she comes upstairs, visibly just harried.
Does she have a little nosebleed?
No,
Damn it!
No, she's
Guys, I know where we need to go. It's going to be awesome.
I love a little psychic nosebleed.
It's not psychic.
Okay. Well, demonic. What the fuck ever.
She
I saw Psychic Nosebleed open for Baltimore Bitch Face in '78.
How were they?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Sorry.
her
They were really indicating some effort.
her eyes and mouth are weeping.
What? Nothing for that? Nothing?
No, it's good. It was
No.
good. I just have to get this thought out of my head. Her eyes and mouth are weeping virulent pustulence.
Ooh.
How do we know it's virulent?
It
Gail has
smells-
an epidemiology degree. She's been doing spreadsheets this whole time.
It's like, don't touch that. It's virulent.
It smells of sickness and death.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Wadney, are
Then-
you okay?
Pustulant, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Gross.
Like I'm gonna
Sure.
grab a I don't know, handkerchief or something and hand it to her, like try to
She
help
has
her
one
out.
prepared for this moment. In fact, she's had to do this before. She-
offering it out to her, and she just thwips it out like
I would never.
paying no attention to
Yeah.
the fact that somebody's just offered her one.
You're
she
trying
does
to do
that-
the like
that
mom
exact-
lick the handkerchief.
She does. She pulls out her own, ignoring you completely. Wipes down her eyes and goes, and just hawks up like a cat hairball into this of just
Like,
gunk into a hand handkerchief. And
Jovi runs the hand over her head and goes and
She
sticks
said-
the handkerchief back in her pocket, playing it cool.
I know where you must go.
To the hospital with you right now.
She takes out.
Clearly,
She
our-
takes.
I'm going to finish the sentence with like the dungeons of Realmont. Like,
She looks and she says, "Yes, yes, indeed." And she takes out her
and
her
that
second.
nobody else around me knows the answer to that question surprises me. Like, I assume that everybody understood that.
How did you know that? Mizzy?
I mean, they said it. The creepy voice up from the basement.
The fucking awful demon roars? You understood that? Those weren't words. Jovi is just looking fiercely back and forth between Missy and Wadney.
Wadney takes her first handkerchief and just sort of puts it in a bucket.
Gross.
And she's like, I'll clean that later.
That she also has prepared for this moment.
Yeah. She's had to do this before. And she pulls out another second pass handkerchief to sort of just clean her face. That one, like, you know, like when you've got like the flu and you're like, okay, I've gotten like all of the vomiting out. Now I need that second pass that actually makes me feel clean.
Yeah.
God,
And then you
I
throw
do.
that one away, and you have the lacy one, the dress handkerchief.
I mean, that's the one for coughing delicately. To
All right,
small
moving on from
splatters of
that. No,
blood.
no,
Yeah,
don't want to
You
talk
don't
about
camera
this.
that you are consumptive.
No, no.
To show that your love is going to die young.
It's true.
She does not have tuberculosis.
Okay.
At which point,
She's Satine now. What's
At
happening?
which point?
Ewan McGregor is here.
Oh wait!
They're in a
Oh my
giant
God!
elephant.
Just kidding. Amazing reference. I love that musical. It's my
Thank
favorite
you.
movie of all time. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Go.
come what may.
Exactly.
That's one of Kat and I's
Did you just say
favorite.
come Wadney?
New canon.
Boom.
Yeah, good job, Cameron.
Brilliant.
Wadney. I love it. Oh my God. Yes.
I'm trying to think. I will. I need a single syllabic word.
Run. B.
Run.
No.
Sport.
That
Plop.
has to replace love.
Garrison.
Plop.
I will plop you. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Oh, it does work.
I love to be plopped.
I will hawk you until your dying day.
So clearly, this is a musical that needs to be workshopped just a little bit. You know, like we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So-
Us what may.
So what?
yeah, I understood that.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
She'll say yes. So that aside, yes. The under, there's an old city under Relmord that was used for trafficking, slavery, and underground jails at one point. And it is an ancient, at this point, uncharted hive of,
Scum and villainy.
well, most.
I knew somebody had to do that.
It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. No, most of the seedier parts of Relmord don't even venture there. It is dangerous, but
But hey, it's home.
you should be able to venture in through the decrepit Relmord estate that they had in Relmord itself, or in the Reese estate in Relmord.
Now, what do you want us to do when we find this person?
I need to know what happened to the person that killed them.
Okay, so the person who killed someone in the Reese family?
Yes, you should hopefully find.
Do we know the name of the person who was killed?
I don't. All I know is that we're looking for someone in the Reese family. I knew that they were the latest victims of my end goal.
Wads? I'm not going to tell you how to do your hiring.
I'm just looking at your shirt, Molly. Disgusted noise. Cameron, you have your glasses off, full face palm. Is this real Quist or is this?
This is real quick.
Okay.
I'm sure you have a lot of experience in the adventure hiring arena.
Not as such, actually, but go on.
That okay. Things are clearer now. You know there are people specifically who are good at talking to dead people. I'm
Who?
not.
Like necromancers exist, psionics exist.
I mean,
psionics aren't really a thing in.
unless-
just to let you know,
In a different dimension, I'm sure that there was like another edition of whatever world we're in that had psionics in it, but obviously not this one. So moving on, it's just a word I made up.
Psionics are kind of the purview of mind flayers almost exclusively.
Right. She was jealous of Missy, so now she's like, I'm gonna make up words too.
She says, well, if you happen to know any good worshippers or practitioners of the dead, I suggest finding them.
No, but make sure you're matching your skill set of your employees
Gail.
with the task at hand.
Gail,
Yes.
Gail, as her agents, it would be our task to find such people if they were needed.
Okay,
All right, I'm gonna have to create an expense report for this. You're gonna have to create an expense report for this because
just pulls out her scroll and starts fiercely making spreadsheets.
So she says, I'm going to cross-reference this with a few other minor location spells to get you some more information. Wait here. And she'll go upstairs and give you all a chance to talk about what has been put before you.
Basement is just Cerebro. Is that
What?
it's just the big round room in X-Men?
No, it's way worse than that.
Okay.
What the fuck language was that? It sounded like there were. It sounded like she was possessed, and then there was that other voice just gurgling at her. Missy, what language is that? Have you studied that? Like what?
I don't know.
I would assume it was either abyssal or infernal.
Okay, are we? Maybe it's just me. Are we a little bit concerned about the fact that we are doing regular jobs for someone who can summon fucking devils or demons and speak with them and use that magic and then have pus come out of their mouths and eyes? Anyone else a little bit worried about that fact?
worried, no. Excited a little bit. Intimidated, perhaps.
I can safely say I have worked for worse.
At which point Jovi puts her hands to her forehead at that remark.
Okay. Look, I will stay in it for now and do this job if it comes to the point of killing innocent people for whatever demon shit she obviously has herself immersed into. I'm out. Yeah, nope. And she very adamantly grabs for Dari and starts petting him, and he compresses against her leg.
Aw.
What a good dog.
He's a good boy.
So she comes back downstairs
Hey, girl.
and that's it.
I imagine all of us just sitting at the bottom of the stairs looking up at her and Missy just whispering, "Hey, girl."
We all just turn around like we weren't talking about her.
No.
Cameron, your hair has a cute little curly cue.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah,
do
there's
I,
a single little
really
curly
good.
cue in
do
the
I
front.
have the Superman spit curl?
Yeah.
She's going to say, so it looks like you need to go to Old Town in Realmord, and she gives you an address for the Reese estate. Yes.
Time out. Can we see where that is on the map?
Realmord.
Yes, I actually would love to see exactly where that is.
So it is. Where did I leave the map?
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map.
I have children. Don't do this to me.
I just always think of the Brian Regan sketch.
Aha! Is this it?
Aha.
Nope, that's not it. Aha! This is it.
Great, thank you.
That's no problem. I have Greyhawk maps.
For days.
There it is. Adventure
Greyhawk
maps.
Just spitting out other Greyhawk maps.
Okay.
Map
So
on
it
map.
is not. It is not on this map. I'd have to find the other one. One of the other four that I have. So you all are here. You're at the top of this river in Nyrend. Womtham is right there. you come down the river, and at the very bottom of the river is Relmord.
Where did Bilgeback die?
Bilgeback died right here in the middle of the river.
Okay.
We need to stop and make a memorial to Bill.
Right at the
a
river
shrine.
bend.
We just like we come by and there's all kinds of fish bones and teddy bears and
I'm taking a picture of this to save for
it's just in a pile.
Yeah,
Little-
totally.
Little
I
vigil pile.
have another larger one, the one that I like needed to fill the table with. That actually has all of the areas labeled. But yeah, that's where you all are going. You all are going to Relmord, which is the capital city. You can find a lot more there, and it is not anywhere near as decrepit as Wamtham.
Wamtham?
Wamtham.
Thank you.
I'm going to assume that I have been there before. I may
Sure.
not have actually gotten off a boat there before, but I have docked there repeatedly.
Sure.
Do
There.
tell.
I have docked there repeatedly.
What does
All right.
docking there involve?
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Oh God.
There's anchors
It's extremely heteronormative.
and ropes.
That I'm into.
Wow.
No, that is not the harbor town where I have a paramour.
Okay. Where is the harbor town that you?
I don't know yet, but it's gonna be really funny when we get there.
So
It's gonna be like the ultimate like ugly duckling like coming down the stairs for the prom moment, except Gail's gonna fall down the stairs and everyone's gonna like it.
Okay. All right. And she's going to say, so if any of you would like to renegotiate, now would be the time. I'm not going to pay you anymore, but if you have any more questions, ask me before I send you.
You mean before we go?
Yes, she laughs. Yes,
Before
of course.
We willfully and with all enthusiastic consent agree to this mission.
That's why she had you agree ahead of time.
I know, rude.
Uh-huh.
This bitch
Uh-huh.
does not understand. She has a complicated relationship with consent.
I think I'm good.
A complicated relationship with consent is Wadney's memoir.
There's something about being alone with
later.
you in the room that is not super appealing to me right now, so I think I'm just gonna be on my way.
All right. She's going to give you
Ciao.
the address.
Put it in the GPS. Let's ride.
Which is just Gail's brain.
It's
Yes, real quest.
nothing yet.
Oh.
all right. And she says, you all may stay here tonight and set out in the morning, or you can set out now. Your choice.
Slumber party.
What's for breakfast?
Get out of the house.
I
would absolutely love some pancakes.
I don't know about you guys.
Honeydew.
Why is it always honeydew?
I think it's not too bad a walk back to the city. I'd prefer to stay at Cold Collars. I don't know how anyone else is feeling about that
Jovi
situation.
likes cold collar. Jovi likes cold collar.
I would rather not
Jovi
stay
Cold
here.
Sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Are you done? Are you done?
First comes love, then comes
Then comes Darian baby.
Are you done?
Now. We can go back if you'd like to go back.
I would prefer that, yes.
There's a lot of things here I can break, so it might be best if we go back.
All right. So nobody questions Wadney about.
No, I don't question. But as I'm heading out, I'm gonna have a everybody's or ahead of us turn around to Lady Wadney and say, Lady Wadney,
Yes, Realquist.
I'm sure you are aware, but I would be remiss if I did not say something. Your habits can have unfortunate ends. I would reconsider them.
She looks at you and she's like, you actually get her to laugh. She says, yes. My dear, sweet halfling, I am very well aware. You are preciously kind. Rilquist. Ah, thank you. Be on your way.
And here I thought I was condescending to you. Exit. That's my exit. It's like, do you know how much older I am than you? What is wrong? No, I don't say this, but
How old are you?
I'm old. I don't know what halfling years are like.
Human years.
So he's like 70.
You're 5 years older than her.
Okay.
That's not that much.
The fuck it isn't.
Dude, my sister is 18 minutes older than me, and she makes it seem like it's fucking like a jillion years. So just use that math.
At that age, you're peers, really. And she's like, yeah, she's like, look, she looks at you like,
No, I'm out the door. That's my exit line. I don't know what she's doing.
oh, she's going to have some scotch, because that's how she rolls. So you all go on your way, make it back to Coal Collars, and if you all would like to talk to him before,
Yes.
he says, "Oh wow, what brings you all in it?" He has to actually answer the door and unlock it.
Is he in his jammies?
I mean,
Do his jammies have a cold collar?
You get a Jim Jams.
Coal Collars jammies are basically boxer briefs.
Does they have a butt flap?
No, it's just he just wears short shorts to bed.
And he comes in and he sees Jovi outside the door and then leans on the door jamb. And then like the door swings back and reveals the rest of us.
And then he leans harder, like he sort of opens the door and he's like, "Yes, Jovi, Mizzy, Gale, Rilquist. Rather late, but
Rocky?
I've seen it all before. Come on in.
Do you have
You have seen it all before." And I point at her.
Do you have extra rooms tonight?
He's like, yeah, I've got plenty of open space. I don't get many people stay overnight.
Beautiful. Okay.
It's like, did something happen? Are you all okay?
It's been a very interesting evening, to say the least. Just like clouds screaming and demonic, not a big deal. It's fine. We're fine.
Oh, did you all come back from Wadney's house?
I'm sorry, this is a fucking regular occurrence?
No, I wouldn't say regular. I mean, she's the only person in the area that I know that has that sort of power, although I'm not quite sure what it is, but I assumed.
Pour me a drink and tell me more? Can we please give more information? I'm very weirded out at this moment.
I don't have a lot on her. She's been very cagey over the years. She's extremely standoffish. And please, let me get pants at least. He doesn't get shirt, but he does get pants. And he'll give room keys to anyone that just wants to go to bed and drinks for everyone else. And I'll be like, yeah, so I met Wadney probably 10 years ago. Both of us, I was wrapping up my adventuring days and I was coming in to found this lovely establishment that you see here. And I came across her on the road, and I got into a bit of trouble with a fair number of orcs as they were rampaging through the countryside. It was the war. And while I was having a fine time dispatching a number of them, there was a specific clan that even for someone of my skill was a high level of very difficult to stave off. They did not take stab wounds to heart. They sort of laughed off being pierced by my rapier. And with that, as I was there, I was out on the plains, and he goes into this big elaborate story,
as bards are wont to do.
And he's beset on all sides by the fierce.
That's why he let Gale reenact the story in the whole inn.
Yeah,
that's what he does every day, and someone else is a storyteller just like him.
Yeah, totally. And he's like, I was beset on all sides by the Blood Tear clan, and I tell you, they're fierce. I had hit him with every spell I got. Thunder wave. I charmed one, made it look at his friend like it was crazy, but there was something there. I almost felt for a monster in that moment, but then I ran him through with my rapier and my rapier wit, and I tell you, I thought I had him, but that's when the trolls showed up. And he goes on in this great battle with him in a veil, and he's just, it's every time there's a twist in the story, he physically twists to the other side to tell how it changed.
Gail's paying very close attention.
And then he's like, but at that point, there were I had just fought the scouting party, and the army was upon me, and leading the front party was Wadney. She had a number of them beguiled, from what I could tell, with whatever magic she has at her disposal. And not knowing what to do, I, standing there as heroically as I could, pointed my rapier in her direction, knowing full well that today might be my last. But then again, for me, I always questioned whether or not tomorrow was going to be my last day, and appreciated every day that I had. Now, that aside, I stared her down, and she did the most peculiar thing. She ripped all of their hearts out with her mind and threw their bodies at the ground and said,
Neat.
"You owe me." And I said, "My lady, I most certainly do." At which point I then owed her from time to time, and we split up from there. But that's really all I know of her vast
Just that
power.
she ripped out hundreds of people's hearts with her fucking mind.
It was more like 15 assorted elite orcs and trolls.
Jesus.
It was rather amazing.
But I've seen all kinds of powerful people. I've never seen power like that. Any of you guys?
No.
I've never seen anyone do it with magic, no.
Fair?
And so she's powerful
Yeah.
with the type of magic that is arcane in nature. I recognize that much. Not wizard, not a sorceress,
Interesting.
and certainly not a bard. He laughs.
All right.
But, well, since I've regaled you all with my stunning tales of daring do and heroism, I will let you all adjourn to your quiet, restful sleep here in Cold Collar's Inn. I'm sure you all have a fantastic time. I've just turned over all the beds, and there are fresh blankets and towels in every room.
Review us on Yelp.
And when everyone else goes to bed, I need to talk to him.
All right, he'll be like, he'll sit down on the other side of the bar at a stool, and he'll just be sitting there with a pint glass. Jovi, my dear, how may I help you?
So, serious talk, okay?
Ah, I see.
Yep. So, the last time we met, I had heard quite a bit of tell on the streets that you know a lot of things about the world, obviously, with the story that you just told us about Wadney.
I have been everywhere.
Yep. And there are certain things I wanted to discuss with you, but when someone... I tend to be a bit competitive, and when someone gives me a challenge, it's very hard for me to back down from that. It's a trait and a bug. And I may or may not have been put up to trying to get one of your famous coal collars.
He says, "You have no idea how many shirts I lose that way. That is perfectly fine."
Really?
Who put you up to it?
You hear Gail shout down like through the vents. No, I made it up. I was the first.
He's like, "That is a fantastic. I had a wonderful time. I don't care how many shirts you take. Really,
I had a good time too. I felt weird that that's how things got started.
He
and
throws his head back. He's like, "Ha! That was That was wonderful,
Okay.
Jovi. I had
He has
nothing but a
probably boned so many ladies just from
Okay,
not
cold
just
collar
ladies.
stealing.
Hey,
No.
anybody can be after a shirt, and he will buy another shirt the
And-
next day.
Okay, so in that case, like I would love to continue what we have going here. Just so you know, I am also polyamorous, so like I might be dating other people as well. Is that okay with you?
He's like, I don't date, honey. Come on.
I do.
Okay, great.
Date.
And final thing, the thing that we actually have to focus, okay? And then we
Yeah,
can
he's
go
like,
upstairs and do whatever we
yeah,
want with the cold
yeah,
colors. But
yeah.
until then, the actual thing I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes, you had something pressing, of course.
And
I bet she did.
she takes off the ring and hands it to him.
Yeah, he'll
And-
look at it.
Yes. So when you roll characters in D&D 5e, you can also take a trinket of some sort, and she has, oh my god, where is it? Oh my god, where did I have it? Oh yes, here we go. So the exact description is a ring carved with the unfinished insignia to a defunct secret organization. And she's going to hold out this ring with the insignia and say, so I was given this ring by someone I didn't know very well, but who should have been very close to me. And the group of people that she worked with, they were able to bounce from place to place and sense portals to other dimensions and do all sorts of crazy things I had never seen before. And when I found them, and I was given this, they were guarding a specific portal.
He nods.
And
He's like, of course they were.
I don't know what that power is. The most I have learned is that they're called portals or rifts, and other than that, I know nothing. Do you know what is that power? What does this mean?
A number of powerful arcane wizards can create interdimensional gates. If you were to go talk with the wizards in Greyhawk, they could tell you all about their arcane theory. It's not something that I ever studied. But I did come across someone in my travels that was a horizon walker, which is what you're looking for.
What is that?
They're called horizon walkers because it looks as though when they leave a place, they've walked simply out of view over the horizon, when really they go to other worlds, other lands. I've only ever run into one before, but the ring looks familiar. They go to places like the plane of fire, the plane of air. They go to other worlds and visit them and learn their secrets and how they relate to us here on Earth.
Is that typically an inherited trait?
That I don't know much about. All I know is that they exist. That's what they're called, and that's what they do. How they become what they are, I don't know. That would be more, again, a question for, well, someone at my old Bardic college may be able to pull out a book or two or a tale or two about a horizon walker for you, but that's what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And they're, well, defunct now, my college as well. I studied in Greyhawk.
Okay.
They were destroyed on the day of the treaty signing. It was a whole
Of course they
ordeal.
were.
Well, we didn't have that much funding, and the wizards really...
No, it's just always like right when you need someone to be there for you, then like they get bought up by another organization, or just like the benefits weren't good enough. So like it always seems to pan out that way.
No, it just so happened that all of the world's most powerful wizards were all resurrected on the same day during the signing of an international treaty to end the war, and it ended explosively with the assassination of 2 members of the Circle of 8. I was there for the whole sordid affair. It was terrifying. As a young boy, I swear. So there I was.
Jump cut.
Sicily.
Picture it, Greyhawk.
Anyway, so yeah, he'll talk about the day that that 2 of
The music died.
Yeah, that Bigby and Tensor were assassinated by
This is where
traitorous
it cuts
members.
away to Ponder's voiceover. Bigby and Tensor, two of the most powerful wizards in the entire realm.
Bigby had 20 intelligence but 8 wisdom, so he was easily caught off guard. Yeah, and Coal Collar is completely unaware that Tensor is not in fact dead. But that's a whole other thing. Nobody knows that.
Jump cut.
Jump cut. It's the next day.
It's the next day. We're loading up the boat.
Mm-hmm. Jovi, your stay was free.
Hell
No,
yeah, it was.
she paid for it.
And as they're getting ready the next morning, she hands Coal Collar back his shirt, just gives him a solid high five, kiss on the cheek, and then she heads out.
Yeah, he's all about it.
Good work. Great job.
Like if there was to be a physical picture of
Who plays Coal Collar?
it would be young Harrison Ford mixed with oh my god, I am forgetting the
Wait,
see,
can I please
I've
put
been-
something out there?
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, because that scene seduced me with chaos theory. Yes, that is the way that every interaction flirting wise should happen. I just saw Jurassic Park about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it was the great sorry. Ford Production just told me not to hit the table. I was just getting very enthusiastic.
Had you not seen Jurassic Park?
I had never
before?
seen Jurassic Park. I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid. And then I just saw it about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And oh my God, seduced me with chaos theory. So yes.
See, I was picturing like George Hamilton maybe, or Richard Gere. Yeah, young, like Shampoo era
Yeah.
Richard Gere.
But I'm
No, it's
Yeah.
it's definitely young Harrison Ford mixed with Freddie Mercury for sure.
Nice.
I
Nice.
made good life decisions. Good job, Jovi. Self 5.
If he also polyalphareth,
Ambidextrous?
Real quist. Can you try saying that for me one more time?
is he also polyalphareth? That's the joke.
I
Jovi.
get it. Please just stick with Polly. That's moving on. We have an arrangement.
Oh, the only thing long term in his life is that an arrangement is a bit much for Coal Collar. He's
An understanding.
We have an understand. Like she says that to Real Quest, and Coal Collar's like, whoa, we need to back up.
You
for
have
a
an
second.
occasional proximity.
yeah, like Coal Collar's answer to the "What are we?" question is yesterday. Like,
We're just two luminous beings, baby.
and
We are stardust. We are golden.
And that's fine because it's agreed upon by both people. So both parties are cool with it.
An entirely non-complicated relationship with consent.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, so we're shipping out.
shipping out. You head out. You head. You're rolling down the river. I knew it. I knew it. At which point
Lost a lot of plates in Memphis.
you make it to
Got in New
Realmore.
Orleans, but I never saw the good side of a city till there was a demon woman tell me what to do.
Actually, retcon. I think that Jovi would have taken, like, if he grew or something, she would have taken one of his smaller shirts with him, since he said that he was fine with her taking a shirt, just because I think that'd be a fun keepsake.
You
Where's-
should have a
where's-
shirt.
Also cosplay.
Where's the retcon ukulele?
One sec. That's right. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm not doing my job properly.
There we go.
Can I ask
It's
if-
real now.
If your has a name?
Oh yes, Maui.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Mine is-
awesome.
Mine is Pearl.
That's amazing.
Is it a mini pearl? Or is that too old for the entire table?
I-
Molly gets it.
I get it. Partially because of that Dead Milkman song, but
So, as you all are traveling down to Realm Ward,
You see a monster manual rise up out of the river.
yes, in fact, how did you guess? Oh, I'm holding one. There are a number. The docks are currently being attacked, and it is not safe for you to dock. You see frogmen all over.
Wait, where's the dock? I'm sorry.
Realm Ward. You're
Okay,
pulling into the big
wow, we made
city.
it the whole way.
Yeah.
I expected.
It's like Dragon Age Origins, where like sometimes you make the trip. with none of
sometimes
the
you
blood
run into some
splatters,
guys and sometimes you
and
don't.
as soon as
Sorry.
you finally make that big trip with no encounters, it's just woo-hoo-hoo.
Okay, we're there. The docks. They're being attacked. Frogmen. Got
Yeah. Well, you travel down the river.
it. Ribbit.
It takes a couple hours.
No, we're ready.
Yeah.
Frogmen.
And
Frogmen.
they're jumping all over the boats. They're just springing up out of the water, and they are currently doing combat with all of the ship's crews. They're storming the docks itself. And before any of you get a chance to react to what you're seeing before you, 6 bullywugs jump up on the what's the word I'm looking for?
Deck.
The deck.
The gunnel.
The deck of your ship, and you have to roll for initiative. Yes.
Did we stay in the city long enough to get our armor?
Yes, you have
Okay.
your yeah. I'm gonna say that he said it was a week, and then it
Oh,
turned
I-
out to be a day.
I picked up a light crossbow too.
That's fine. That's some light purchasing.
Okay.
I need one of these handy dandy note cards.
I got a 21.
Oh, give me 1 second. I don't have everybody written down yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just call out
got
names.
an
We'll call
18.
out numbers.
It's an 18.
Cameron, stop
Ryan, I got
that.
an
21. 21.
18.
Oh, I didn't roll.
18, 18, 21. Do I hear 21? Do I hear 23? 23. Do I hear
Mizzy.
23? 24, 24.
Ach, ja.
Danke.
Bitteschön. Genau.
Ja, genau.
No.
Genau.
And Jovi.
Jovi got a 14.
And the bullywugs that you are beset by. Ooh. That is going to be a 13 for the bullywugs. So, bullywugs jump up on your ship. They're brandishing spears
Oh no.
and a sour disposition.
Rude.
These are not the nice bullywugs of your youth.
Going first will be Rilquist. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Gale.
Um,
Galequist.
I'm gonna walk up to the one who seems to be in charge. Do I know him? I've run into a lot of bullywugs in my day. Gail kind of knows everybody.
You're familiar. You're familiar with the Slimeskin clan. You don't see any.
Anybody I know?
Yeah, no, they're, and I mean, they're all evil. So like, seafaring folk have never really had many good interactions with bullywugs.
All right, I'm just gonna hit him with some axes then.
Yep.
Hit him with an axe. Hit him with an axe. Dropping dice on the floor. I have no idea where that die went. All right, let's try the other one.
Goodbye, dice.
We hardly knew you.
So what? That is my to hit. I am +5, so that's a 16.
Yeah, that will barely hit as they attempt to block you with their little froggy shields.
Aww. All right, so my axe is D6.
They look up at you like, "Rup, rup, rup, rup."
So that's that plus my strength is gonna be a 4 damage.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, well, out of the 6 of them, I'm going to say that number 1 is hurt. All right.
She dropped the die and is now looking under the table trying to figure out where it
Take
went.
it all the way over there.
Wilquist. Don't you start.
Wilquift. It's your turn.
He will
I'm wearing my glasses. that I
march
can't
over,
record.
resolutely pulling his rapier out of his cane, and will plant himself in Gale's hip pocket and stab the guy that she just tried to stab.
Fair enough.
That would be a 15.
That will hit. It almost stops you with its little froggy shield. But you'll get your sneak attack damage.
I will. 8 damage.
8. That is a bullywog.
And then I will hide behind Gale.
More like rip it.
Roll
So
stealth.
good. That was
Yep.
so good.
So proud, Molly.
Do they have like the big like throat sack?
Gross.
That's a 20.
Don't say the word sack.
That's a 20.
It's a 20.
Throat sack.
You deftly disappear behind the giant human woman's legs.
Yeah, I'm totally doing the thing where I'm shadowing her where her feet are going. My feet are doing the exact same thing, only they're like a foot behind.
Yeah, sure, totally. Let's see. Jovi.
So, first, I'm going to cast one of my ranger spells because I have ranger spells now.
What the fuck?
Right? I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. So it's my bonus action.
Yeah.
So until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to a creature you can see whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on perception and stealth checks to find it. There's a bunch of other stuff that goes with that too, but basically I get an extra 1d6 damage on one of these motherfuckers.
All right.
So which one hasn't been attacked yet? So I can just deal them.
There
most
are
damage
5
possible.
undamaged bullywugs.
Great. Okay, so I'm gonna name one Henry and say that Henry is my hunter's mark.
Fuck Henry.
Yeah, right. Fuck Henry. God. Okay,
I mean-
so
He's just always up in our shit.
Yeah.
right. Okay, so
He's probably from accounting.
God.
And no, HR.
Okay, so
HR person with a spear.
and now I'm gonna go ahead and attack just with one of the shell and twin hooks.
Yeah. Just the one? You could attack with both.
I can attack with both? I thought I had to attack. Oh, I can. Haha.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. So one got a 1 second. One got a 14,
Miss. Blocks
Yep.
you with the shield.
and the other, wow, did way worse. That's a 5 plus 5, so 10. Nope.
Do you have advantage to hit on your mark?
I don't think so. I get advantage to find them. I don't actually get advantage to attack them.
So as you
Damn it.
swing at Henry the bullywog,
I'm gonna
he-
say these go in the fuck you bag.
you go at him with the hooks, and like he's seen hooks before. He knows how. He's like, yo, I seen that. And then he just blocks it both times with the shield, just block, and he's like, ha ha! Henry's at it again. Only he says it in bullywog, so ha blah 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 blah.
Joey sticks her tongue out at him. Fuck Henry.
At which point it is now all of the bullywog's turn. Henry stabs back.
Henry's revenge.
At which point he smiles, bares his teeth, and attempts to bite
He
you.
has teeth.
Yes, I know. His teeth.
Yeah, they have a bite. They have a bite attack.
You have a gum
Have
attack.
you, have you never seen the D&D cartoon episode where Eric gets turned into a bullywug?
No.
Does 13 hit your armor class?
It does not. Fuck you, Henry.
He snaps out with his froggy maw, and finds no purchase in your new studded leather armor.
So it's both of my shell and twin hooks just come crossed, and his teeth hit that, and then I just push him back.
But he follows up with the spear because they get 2 attacks. And that's going to be a 15.
Ooh.
that does hit.
Let's see.
Pissed.
And Henry's going to do 2 damage.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh no.
And he's going ha!
That's 2 hit points you'll never get back until you rest.
Oh my god, he gave me a boo-boo. No.
Mizzy,
Yo.
you are being attacked.
I'm being attacked. My armor class is 12.
The first attack is a 6.
Yeah.
He again, hang, and then he just doesn't even come near you. Just a little, really surprised. And then the next attack is a resounding 11.
Nice.
As another bullywug stabs at you. New at this.
Oh, it's his first day.
Keeps trying to used to like okay, I'm ready. I got myself ready. We're gonna be fighting humans. Dwarf. Fuck.
How to poke dwarf.
I can't believe that I ever doubted your choice of armor last episode.
Yep.
It's working it.
Real quest.
How to poke a dwarf.
You're
Those
hidden.
studded shoulders.
I am.
So, Gale, you are snapped at and attacked by 2 bullywugs.
2.
Oh, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do that.
You will be bitten for 1d4 plus 1.
Gummed.
3 damage.
Wow.
As he goes, gets really into your large exposed thigh, and then stabs at you.
As opposed to your other one.
Well, I'm assuming.
Small, inexpensive.
Well, he doesn't get both thighs.
His mouth is not open that wide.
The thigh, of course, being the shoulder of the leg.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they're shorter. You know, they're medium sized. They're human sized.
Wow.
Yeah. He leaned down and tries to get you with a spear. It's an awkward angle. You're still way bigger than him. Yeah. The second one, on the other hand, snaps out with its teeth at it for a 10. Got hunk, but gets nothing. But the spear gets a total of 20. It's not a natural 20. And you are stabbed for 4 points of damage.
You've been poked.
And Jovi is attacked by the 5th and final.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a 22 on the bite.
That's a miss.
Too high, too much. You are bitten for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
As it's like, Henry does not know how to deal.
But the fact that one of his buddies did better than he did.
Yeah, and then after it bites you, it attempts to stab, but a 12 will not hit.
No, it will not.
No, so you do not get speared. You get bit, twist, and don't get stabbed. Mm-hmm. At which point it becomes Mizzy's turn.
Mizzy's turn. Excellent. Mizzy is going to take her mace and crack this guy who was so surprised by her dwarven form.
Excuse me while I crack this guy.
Yeah, it's true. That is a 19 to hit.
That will connect.
That is 4 points of damage.
You
Crack.
You thwallop your foe. He is, however, still standing.
Yeah.
But he is a thwumped. Get thwacked.
You've been thwacked.
Popped. Quite good. Right up against his froggy face. It's bent in on one side, and he's giving blogga blogga.
I'm sorry. Wait. What was that noise for me? One more time. Thank you.
What is the name of the bullywug god? Ugblug glub, something like that.
Can we say in canon that that's what it is?
Steve. No, there is actually a bullywug god, and its name is like Oogblug glooblug glug.
Production, can we get on that?
Working on it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's real great. I love bullywugs.
Badooby-doo.
I love
Blibdool poop.
Gale.
That's the Kuotoa, but
Gail's a little annoyed right now.
You're peeved.
A little bit.
You've reached perturbed status.
Yeah, unfortunately, since barbarians don't have a slightly annoyed status.
You just have 1 to 10.
Yeah, she's going to 10, so I'm going to utilize one of my rages.
Ooh.
And I'm going to hit that motherfucker who's attached to my leg.
can you imagine if you had
Are
a
you
fine...
making a reckless attack?
No, I'm raging.
Well, you can do both.
I'm not going to. I'm probably going to hit him, so
Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
Can you imagine if you had a finite number of rages every day?
You have a conservative rage.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about this. I'm not going to be reckless here. This is a calculated rage.
No, I just don't want him to have.
I'm thinking about
advantage.
math and numbers. Calculated rage. 7.
Gail's
Like-
brain is spreadsheets right now.
Nothing makes me madder than a.
I mean,
than
I
an
kind
Excel
of love the idea
file.
of like the only thing that Gail sees when she's in rage is the calculated spreadsheets.
And most of the time, all you see in her heads is like finger painting. But when she's really pissed, fucking spreadsheets.
Whitegirlmath.gif.
Yep.
It's that
love
gif
it.
of like somebody looking confused and all of the math
Yeah,
plopping.
it's whitegirlmath.gif.
I didn't know that was called.
I mean, that's what I would call her.
So I rolled an 18.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm fine.
Yep.
So my damage with my axe is gonna be whatever I roll plus.
What do you get for raging?
I get +2 to my damage roll. I also have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, and advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Radical.
And soon I will have storms, but not yet.
You have thunder, but no storms.
Yes, I think we just call it gas. So I rolled a 3, so that's gonna be 5 plus another 3, so a lot, 11.
Wait. So you rolled 3 on the die, plus the 2 from raging. Plus
Sorry, 3 plus 2, so it's gonna be 8.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry,
had a clue
I
moment
started there and I started adding more.
2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2?
Yes.
1 plus 2 plus 1.
It's
plus
8.
1. There are no bullets left in this gun.
1, 2,
My
5,
face
3,
is on
3.
fire.
All right, your foe is still standing.
What the fuck's he doing then?
As you have your screaming rage and deliver your splitting blow to the bullywug's chest,
What's his name?
Chester, the bullywug. As you attempt to,
I was gonna make him name Sack Morris, but you can call him.
Zach
You
Morris.
can name him Chester if you
Stop
want.
it.
as you attempt to twain
gross.
cleave Chester the bullywug, it goes into his shield, cracks.
Which is the shoulder of the armor.
No, you sort of just use your barbarian strength to smash through him, attempting to defend himself with a shield. It cracks through, like smashes through his shield into his arm. You hear the cracking of bone and the blubbling of bullywug anatomy underneath, and he's just sort of like limply holding his shield up in front of himself now, and he's making pitiful noises, but still in the fight.
Oh no, I feel bad.
He's
Gail
angry.
does feel bad about it.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's a gentle rage.
I'm concerned for your well-being. It's grandma rage.
It really is.
Grandma pirate rage. Rilquist.
I will step out from behind Gale and stab the one she didn't stab.
Fair.
And I have advantage because I was hiding.
Dexter. The bullywug.
Oh, so close. Got a 19, not a 20.
That'll hit, though.
That'll hit. So let's roll for damage.
Swing and a miss.
That is 8 as well.
All right. Unsuspecting of your halfling wiles and ways, this Dexter the bullywug was trying to beset himself upon Gale, at which point you step out of her enormous shadow and cut him across the backs of his legs. And he's going to stumble and bleed on the deck, but stay standing.
It's those thin cut. And so I cannot hide again because doing so would require me to step away from him, which would provoke an attack of opportunity. So instead, I will just disengage and stand behind Gale.
Okay.
I'm not hiding.
No, they know where I am.
Standing here.
I'm just standing here.
Absolutely fine. Jovi.
Okay, so I
The two next to you are unharmed.
yeah, no, but Henry. But Henry.
Favorite enemy,
and
Henry.
Basically, I yell to everyone else, "You see this big fucker in front of me? Dibs!" And I'm gonna attack him with both of the shell and twin hooks. One is going in the fuck you bag 'cause it got a 1. The other got a +5, 21. There we go.
That will hit. So the first attack Henry slaps away with his shield and goes plop, plop, plop.
And the second hooks directly into his mouth. And I get to roll 2d6 for that because 1d6 for the basic damage and then 1d6 for the hunter's mark.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 8 points of damage. I'm sorry. 9 points of damage. I can't add.
That's okay. I was going to say, y'all like hitting these guys for 8. Specifically 8.
According to the Wikipedias, the bullywug god of somnolence, intoxication, and decay is Ramenos.
I like
it's Dungeon
better.
Crawl Classics, where it's Ugloog Bloog Gloop.
Can we please say in
That-
canon
that
that
is-
in this universe he's
That is so indicative of Dungeon Crawl Classics' flippant attitude towards the various humanoid gods in Dungeons and Dragons.
Ramenos.
Ramenos.
It's like Vominos, but you're right here.
And it's about being drunk and sleeping.
I mean, Ramenos doesn't sound like a bad god.
He is, though. He's not a good god.
Oh. How can you ruin drunk and sleeping?
Well,
he's
it's the decay part that really kind of...
Oh.
so
Sorry. They were
Thanks,
big.
Molly.
Sorry.
Good job.
so
It
when
was Soul Train, if it makes anybody feel better.
Please silence your cell phones.
when I hit him
There's a
for
copyright
exactly
issue right there.
8
We
points
can't-
of
we gotta- we
damage.
gotta-
You did 9.
Shut it up and go home.
I did 9.
Yeah.
Yes, great.
Yeah.
Good.
You stab him and he goes, blah, 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 blah,
That's right. Fuck you, Henry.
blah, blah, blah. And he takes the hook out of his mouth.
Now, with Hunter's Mark, do you have to mark your target when you cast it, or...
Yeah, so I mark the target when I cast it. If I want, as another bonus action, I can set it as a different target. But right now,
Because like if your
all
target
Henry.
dies, you don't lose the spell. You can move it around.
yeah,
right?
I can move it around. Yeah, so
yeah.
It is some extremely World of Warcraft shit.
Yeah,
what
oh
is-
yeah. It started with
just
4th edition.
As long as
Yeah.
it's in that timetable of as long as it lasts and I'm concentrating, I'm good.
And when does it last until?
I think like
It's like the duration of combat.
up
It's
to
supposed-
it's concentration up to an hour.
Damn, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty great.
It's so that like in narrative too, you can be like, I'm gonna track this person and I am not gonna lose them. I put a giant red crosshair over their head, and
Follows them
So
around.
that you
I
can
Yeah.
see 'em
get
on my mini
do
map.
the perception
And there are
checks
glowing
and stuff to
footprints
get
on the
them, yeah.
ground.
yeah, I'm gonna misdirect and feign death so that all of you take the aggro. Or my bear does.
Let's play World of Warcraft
The new expansion comes out in like a few days. You want to jump in?
eventually.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. It's like a Warcraft 1 all over
I know.
again. It's anyway.
Okay, sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's now the Bullywug's turn. Again, the 2 on Jovi. Number 1, bite attack gets an 8, which does not hit. Spear gets a 22. You take 2.
Ew.
How you doing?
I'm still doing okay. I'm not quite bloodied yet. I'm getting close though.
Henry gets a 10 on his bite, so he misses, and a 13 on his spear, so he misses.
Fuck you, Henry.
Mizzy Stoneanchor,
What's up?
a 6 does not hit you with a bite. You're still snapping in the air, not used to your dwarven size. But with the spear, 13. Again,
That hits.
your 13 hits. What's your dex modifier? 0?
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, oh, I point down.
It's kind of a flipping motion with the wrist.
Yeah.
Flick the rest.
He
And-
watches you.
You take 4 piercing damage.
He's taking notes as we're
Well,
battling.
Well, Roquist's form is still excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
as
learning from the best.
It's coming back now.
As
It's getting better
David
as
the
he
Bullywug.
remembers what he used to be.
Rude.
Oh, David.
Then one attacks Rilquist,
No, he doesn't. How does he get to me?
takes a step.
Okay, takes...
He doesn't exit a threatened square. You have to actually walk away from someone. You can walk around someone in circles all you want. You're thinking 3rd edition, my friend.
I'm going to have to get used to how to use cunning action to not ever get hit by anything.
It's okay. What's your armor class?
It is 15.
14 does not hit with the bite.
No,
And then a spear is a 21.
that didn't hit either.
You take 2 piercing damage.
Oh, if only we lived in that kind of world.
Gale,
Yes.
an 11 will not hit you for the first attack.
No.
And the second attack is a natural 20.
Ow.
So I have to pick up 2 of these d6s with this here spear. And you're going to take 2d6 plus 1. But you're still raging, so you take half of this.
Yes.
So half of 6 is 3.
All right. I'm still fine.
So, in other words, what I need to do in order to make that work is disengage at the beginning of the round, because as you pointed out before we went on air, disengage basically puts you in the state of opportunity attacks not working on you.
Yeah.
And then just step away.
Yeah.
Like after I'm done attacking.
Yeah. Disengage, like they change it with every edition. In 3rd, it was you can make a 60-foot movement. You have to run a straight line away from your target. 4th edition, it was like you spend your standard action and you move 5 feet away. In this one, you go, I'm disengaging, and then the rest of your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, taking disengage at the end of the round, because I have to use the cunning action either at the beginning or the end of the round. Using it at the end of the round makes no sense. Yeah, I'll just use it at the beginning, and then I can wind up wherever the hell I want.
Yeah, because 5th edition lets you move and split up your attacks. Like it's not like the older editions where you had to move and like, oh, I only used half of it, but I'm attacking now, so I'm done.
Okay,
it's not XCOM.
So that was the last time I ever get hit by anything, at least until these guys all go down.
All right. Well, that being said, Mizzy, it is your turn.
Excellent. Do I provoke if I spellcast while engaged in melee combat?
I do not believe so.
Excellent.
It depends on the spell, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to throw a sacred flame at this guy.
Making a ranged attack against someone that is currently engaged in melee with you does not provoke an attack of opportunity. You merely have disadvantage on the roll, if I remember correctly.
Do I target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw?
Then you have no problem.
Excellent. So I do it.
As a certain Delta Green agent knows well.
Yeah. DC is a.
You're not supposed to have that problem with a pistol, but that's a whole other story. All right, so dexterity saving throw
13.
DC 13. A 3 will not pass. So, Sacred Flame, David the Bullywug.
7, David.
And you'd already dealt 4 to
Yeah.
David previously. He had exactly 7 hit points left, at which point you have vanquished David the Bullywug.
Yeah.
For a cleric of Prokin, how does your sacred is it flame?
I don't think so.
Is
and
it
so that
is it
my,
steam? Is it sacred
I think
steam?
it's like a steamy.
Because it still has to deal fire damage.
It still has to deal some sort of fire damage, and so it is a almost like a boiling kettle, and then
Does it whistle like?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah.
Or it's just an industrial steamer and you just hold it low.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it's going to hurt, but it really, really hurts because that's steam.
And you totally get the Raiders of the Lost Ark scene with David the Bullywug melting into puddly green goo.
What is a cat?
You're a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. That's all.
Gail.
I'm a little clearer.
I'm a little cleric.
Short and stout.
Short and monocular.
I am extremely stout.
Short and monocular.
I'm actually going to hit the other guy
All right.
who is not on my leg.
Okay, so you're going to hit the guy attacking Rilquist? Or you're going to hit...
Yeah, because I know I can take it. I don't know that he can. So I'm going to take one for the team.
Okay.
And I'm ragey. 13 plus 5 is an 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. Still using my axe. 3 plus 2 plus my strength. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus. That is going to be another 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
You crush the one that had just stabbed Rilquist lightly. Just crush it into the deck with your axe.
Yes.
Appreciated.
I feel bad about it.
It's Rilquist's turn.
I will disengage first thing.
Yeah, you are now in the disengaged state.
And then I will run around through their Gale's space and the space of the Bullywug she's fighting with like 6 times. Because I can do that.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that.
You cartwheel past them. Ha ha ha!
Does the rolling help?
It's like I'm doing like the Valdo thing where I'm snaking across the floor.
So I spent a lot of time learning how to do rolls in jiu-jitsu because all I wanted to do in the world was enter a tournament like that.
You mean jumping in like Street Fighter style?
Yes, I wanted to do and then roll and then end up where where he ends up with his one leg is over and he's doing that weird breathy thing.
Oh, Voldo. Yeah,
oh
yeah,
God,
yeah.
I tried so hard. I'm not that flexible.
I'm so excited for Soul Calibur 6, by the way.
I know,
Holy shit.
I know 2 mimes that can do that.
But
That's
whenever
about
I
it.
got hurt, I did always shout, "Molly is seriously wounded, but the soul still burns."
So I rolled a 15.
That will strike a Bullywug. Are you attacking the other one that
That is engaged with
Yeah.
with.
Your minimum damage is enough to kill it.
Oh.
You can roll it, though.
You just look at him sternly.
Yeah, because that's
Like close to max.
that's 14 damage.
Yeah, that's more than what. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
With the damage that Gale had already done to it, and you just roll around and
You confuse him to death.
Stab him in one eye, stab him in the other eye, and then cut his throat.
and just
Like just swish.
thud
That's the sound of that.
to the ground. There's one.
And then I'll
Bullywug.
stand there, disengaged,
Uh,
away from
To the
everyone.
wall.
There are 2 Bullywugs still besetting Jovi. She has one that is grievously wounded and another one that is unharmed.
And they're gonna stay here.
It
They're
is
not just
Jovi's
gonna-
turn.
Leave
these are
Henry for me.
these are SOCOM operators, Bullywug Special Forces.
So I'm gonna roll. Many of my d20s have failed me and have ended up in the fuck you back. So one's gonna be the die, and that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And
I assume
Let
you're
me-
attacking Henry. You're giving Henry the
fuck
business.
yes, I'm attacking Henry. Are you kidding me? And that is gonna be a 15 to hit.
So why don't you roll your damage on Henry for me first? Because it will affect the rest of your round.
Okay, so with these 2 attacks.
So just do the one attack, is what I mean.
Oh, okay. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
Henry is dead.
Yes!
So you can use your bonus action and then change your hunter's mark and turn to the other
Beautiful.
guy, which is
So-
why I was having you do that.
So
No,
for
you
Henry,
can't.
Yes, you
it was.
No, because the attack is part of the same.
I would have to use an additional bonus action. I would have
right.
to use an additional bonus
No,
action.
no. It's that you can't split the attack action. That's not 2 separate. The attacking twice is her attack action.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
If I had 2
Well,
separate
then
attacks,
you can
then
still
I could-
attack the
yeah.
other guy. You just don't get your hunter's mark bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And-
Cool. Okay, so in that case, so for Henry, she flips the shell and twin hooks, hooks them underneath his ankles, and then just as soon as he's down on the ground, drives them straight into his chest. Then she stomps off of him, turns around, and then she's gonna swing one to attack the other.
And you already rolled the hit, so I'll take that as a hit. Just roll your damage.
Great. Okay, so then it's just gonna be 1d6. 1
Plus
plus
your-
3, so that's 4 points of damage.
Hey, you
but
took that
fuck
2
you
weapon
back.
fighting. You get the bonus from your dex for damage. You already
Yeah,
did it. You
yeah, I added that. So
You
yay!
wouldn't normally.
I know 2 weapon fighting. Yay! It's great.
All right, so that's 4. You guys like to deal damage in divisibles of 4.
Apparently,
it's-
I like to deal damage anyway. I just whatever. I'm not that picky.
It's just come out. It's like I have a lot of 4s and 8s written down here.
and 2s, we've been getting a lot of 2s.
I have a 9, 4s, 8s, and then the killing blows can be whatever you want. But if it's going to leave them alive, it's got to be a 4 or an 8 so far, according to my notes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last guy is going to go blah, 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 and then disengage and jump off the boat.
Bye.
Blah, blah.
Is there a trail of bubbles?
Yes, there's a trail of bubbles as it sinks in.
Can he make the sometimes I scare frogs near a pond and they make this sound and they jump?
Yeah.
Does he make that sound? Yes.
I lied. The second attack from Jovi's 2 weapon fighting or anybody's 2 weapon fighting is a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
It is.
It is. It's
Okay.
It's a, but you have to use it when you attack.
It is explicitly a bonus action, though?
Yeah, but so both you can't split it from the attack, and it takes up your bonus action.
So you wouldn't have been able to change your hunter's mark anyway?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the worst of all
Weird.
possible worlds.
No, it's okay. That's still a really good thing to know. So just establish Hunter's Mark in the beginning and do one attack, and then do the 2-weapon fighting for the rest of the combat. So yeah, good.
Yep,
Thank you.
Works out. Hey, we learned more. And you guys get experience.
Yeah.
Let me do some.
How much experience did we get?
You get 150 divided by 4.
Question: whenever we level up, because again, I haven't done leveling up with XP before. Do we erase what we had before?
Nope.
and then
No,
start-
you keep those experience points till the day you die.
You just keep the numbers just get bigger.
Oh,
so
I love it.
You each get 38 more experience points.
38. So we're at 338. Everyone.
Yeah, because it's 150 divided by 4, and apparently that doesn't divide cleanly.
Did you round up or down?
It divides dirty.
I always round up because they're experience points.
Because it says no, because you round up because in the rules of D&D it says round up.
Oh, it changes so much with every fucking edition. Because again in 3.5 there was the golden rule of anytime you ever have to round ever, you always round down unless something specifically states rounding up. And like when it said for experience points, that wasn't there. But 5th must be
I'm pretty sure about that. I'm like
I don't
80% sure about that.
Either way, I'm saying round up because be nice to your players, give them that XP. They worked for it.
So we dock our boats. Bullywugs die. Like they all kind of disappear.
Was that all of the bullywugs? Like that was the only.
Those are the only 6 that attacked you.
Okay, but there's still ones attacking other parts of the.
The guard have shown up, and you're like one of the few crews that survived.
All the other
yeah, we
bullywugs.
were.
All the other bullywugs saw how handily we handled these bullywugs, and then just turned and ran.
Well, before you have a chance to dock, there is a blotting rain of crossbow bolts that come from the docks as the city guards just go ham with repeating crossbows out at the water.
So let's not dock just yet.
Yeah.
We'll just hang back.
You have to
hang back.
After about an hour, they run out of bolts, and the bullywugs run out of bodies to throw up onto the docks, and they start shoveling bullywug corpses back into the water.
I would like to say in canon, I saw that they many of the bullywugs have like wooden or tooth necklaces. I don't know what that was. I ripped the one off of Henry as a battle trophy for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Gail's over it. She has a smoke break.
Yeah. Then they bring you in, and they'll be like, well, it's been a very long time since we've had that. I hope you all are okay. They'll be taking damage report. This is extremely uncommon. This isn't the sort of thing where the guards are like, oh, well, whatever. Like, they had to call
Another
in.
bullywug attack.
Yeah, no, they're like, everybody shook. This is not a good day. So, no one will, they'll help you get docked. But like the emergency services for what little they have are now responding to this horrendous scene.
Got FEMA out here handling the corpses.
Yep.
And on that note, this has been another episode of the Play Better Podcast, bringing you the best in the world of tabletop gaming and teaching you how to play it better. PlayBetterCast@gmail.com, PlayBetterCast@gmail.com, @PlayBetterCast on the Twitters and the Instagrams. And we're also, am I missing something?
Play Better Productions on Twitch.
Play Better Directions on Twitch. I knew there was something. I'll get that in there eventually. Hit us up. Let us know what's going on with you, and like us where you can like us, where you can click a little thumb or a heart or something that says we're better than everybody else, and spread the word of the glory of the Play Better Podcast and of the Ratbaggers. I'm Cameron McNary.
I'm Molly McClanahan.
I'm Liz Brank.
I'm Nerissa Hart.
And I'm Ryan Seguin.
Play well.